Swiggy has finally listed on D Street after the Swiggy IPO saw tepid subscription at 3.5 times of its total offer size of almost 11,300 crores. The stock in a weak market opened higher and did extremely well. Tell you what, this reminds you of the Swiggy versus Zomato wars that took place in the marketplace, and now they will take place in the stock marketplace as well. Are these two competitors fighting it out? Yes, they are, but at the same time, they have a lot of love for each other as well. And why not? Because it is with Swiggy's and Zomato's performance that the valuation of each other are interlinked. And as a result of which, this morning itself, we saw a wonderful tweet coming in from Zomato saying, "You and I, what a wonderful world." The picture of a Swiggy and a Zomato delivery person in front of the Bombay Stock Exchange itself. While there was a lot of bonhomie, let's talk about some of the similarities, some of the differences, and how things stack up for both Zomato as well as Swiggy. The biggest similarity, both these companies, when they listed, on listing day itself, saw a premium listing and the market cap crossed 1 lakh crores for both Swiggy and Zomato. Remember, Zomato IPO came way back in 2020 itself. More importantly, the differences. Let's talk about how Zomato and Swiggy are different from each other. Well, over the last few years, Zomato's market share in the food business has inched slightly higher versus Swiggy, whereas Swiggy is still a formidable player here, but not too distant when it comes to the number 2 position. Together, they account for nearly the entire food delivery market. It's a little bit of a duopoly out there. But it's the quick commerce business where the biggest difference is. Zomato's Blinkit has been growing very fast and adding a lot of stores as well, whereas Swiggy, which had about 550 dark stores on Instamart, plans to add about 1,500 more dark stores over the next 6 quarters with the money that they've raised from the IPO itself. Zomato, after being listed, after going through all the churn and seeing growth as well, has turned EBITDA and net profit positive when it comes to the bottom line. Swiggy still is EBITDA loss making and net profit loss making as well. What is important to see, however, now is the food business of Swiggy has broken even. They expect margin improvement to continue for the food business, and the quick commerce business will be the revenue drivers for both these companies. At current reckoning, Swiggy is 1 lakh crore and Zomato is valued at a little over 2.3 lakh crore. What the investors do with these two is something that we will watch out for. It also depends on what consumers do with Instamart versus Blinkit, Swiggy versus Zomato on their phones. What's actually interesting, to circle back to Zomato and Swiggy putting their arms around each other, to that tweet, is a personal story. I'm a big fan of both Rocky and Mayur. Yes, those highwaymen who spoke about food. Interestingly, Mayur is working for Zomato, and this morning after Swiggy listed, Rocky put out a tweet in a Swiggy jersey. That again brings the full circle. Swiggy versus Zomato, interlinked, yet competing, yet there is a lot of love for both of them.
Thank you for watching CNBC TV 18. For all the market action and news, follow us on our social media platforms.